Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Christopher. As you can see here, today we're going to look at the Hughes Kettner Black Spirit 200. I've had this amp now for a couple of weeks, and it quickly became my favorite amp. There's a million videos on this thing already that will absolutely say more than mine do and get more into the technical aspects of it. I'm just going to quickly run through the sound of it. Show you some of the things that I love, some of the things I don't love. First thing we're going to do, get us powered up here. I got mine set in a rack mount. So these ears are sold by Hughes & Kettner. They're not cheap, which sucks, but it's all good. Got my little rack tuner going. Now here's the first thing about the amp, or one of the only things I should say that I don't really care for, is the way that the amp powers up. Is you have to push the power button in and hold it, and then it kicks on. And it's exactly that, but in reverse, or the same thing, to shut it off, which I'm not a fan of. I would much rather a nice solid switch. Today we're going to be getting tones out of my Revstar Yamaha with P90 pickups. This has got the Japanese denim finish, kick-ass guitars. Check those out for sure, because you won't regret it. So the second thing that I'm not a big fan of, and I don't like to start right out of the gate with negative stuff, but as you can see in the video, once this thing's fired up, it's freaking wicked bright. So all the lettering and all the things that you need to be able to see on your knobs are not super visible. You have to pretty much remember or get real close to the amp in order to see what you're doing if you have to change something on the fly. On the floor in front of me, I also have the Hughes & Kettner FSM 432 Mark III, which works as a programmable foot pedal for this amp. So you got 128 presets that you can program yourself, which is very easy to do. I'm not going to get too much into that, just going to get some tones done today so you guys can hear how it sounds. As I kick my camera over, let's see here. I didn't prepare myself properly. Okay, so first thing we got here is a clean tone. Holy crap, let's get some volume here. Okay, so clean tone. Very beautiful sounding clean. I'll tell you, this amp does everything. If you need super heavy metal tones, you can get that. If you need extremely chimey clean tones, you can get that. Everything in between. It's a really amazing amp. So let's just go through the dials a little bit and see what it does. Okay, so you might see right off the bat that this knob over here is pointing at ultra, but the clean is turned on. That's because it's programmed. So all the knobs where they are right now are, lies. The program is definitely in different spots. But if you turn one, it'll change, and then you can store it if you needed to, which is a very simple process. You just push the store button in and hold it, and it stores it to whatever patch you have set up on your pedal. Very easy to do. So let's go ahead and mess with some tones. So, oh, my cable's in the way here. Lead channel. So this has got an aggressive chorus on it. Let me go to this patch. This is my kind of blues rock, I guess you could call it. Just that kind of a rock and roll type of tone. We can make this get much heavier. Of course, my guitar has P90 pickups in it, so you get that super cool hum. Super cool my ass. So you get that hum, but you can very easily tame that with the noise gate that's on this thing. The noise gate is insanely good. So there's my sound I don't like. Adjust my knob. Now my sound is completely minimalized. So you can get crushing metal sounds out of it. You put the boost on. It gets pretty heavy. Let's see where the gain is on the knob, because this is a lie. So that's all the gain it's got right there. With the ultra channel and the boosting gauge, this is all your gain. That's with P90 pickups. Imagine how seething that would be if it had humbuckers running on it. It'd be pretty nasty. I think I'm getting a little bit of a cold. I might sound a little weird. Not so Steve Vai-ish today. I get that comment more than anything else. You sound like Steve Vai. I am not Steve Vai. Wish I had his ability. Kind of at a loss here. This thing is extremely robust. You can get all kinds of tones. You kick that boost off. Here's the lead channel. And you can hear that mid-range shift. So now you have, from the ultra channel, which had kind of a mid-range scoop, the lead channel has a bit of a mid-range boost. And you can hear my hum came back a little bit because that mid-range is a little more boosted. Ooh. So my noise gate only gets rid of some of it. Great tone for leads there on the lead channel. Makes sense. Let's go to crunch. And you can hear that the tone is changing completely between the 4 different types of amp settings. You get just a completely different tone between crunch, lead, and ultra, which I think is very, very cool and very usable. Obviously, you haven't seen me change any of the EQ settings. The only thing I've really touched is the noise gate. Another really, really cool function that this has is this knob right here. It's called a sagging knob, and there's 8 different selections on it. And what it does is it changes, if you think about a tube amp, in how when you play it, it kind of almost compresses the tone a little bit, so you get this sag effect. Depending on the type of tubes you're using, you know, the type of transformer in it, you get these different cool sagging effects. This is meant to emulate that effect, and it does it rather well. Let me see if you can hear it through YouTube here. So if I turn my sagging all the way down, so you can hear the difference changing as you go through the knob from 1 to 8, and then back again from 8 to 1. To your ears, it might sound like on 1 it gets brighter, and then 8 it kind of gets a little muddier. But the way that it feels when you're playing changes. And I should mention also, when you see me changing these buttons or the knobs, when I get to 4, you're going to see this button over here flash like that. That tells you that that's where the knob is on the preset. That's on the pedal that I have down there. So the way the amp feels now, because I changed the setting, versus where it was. Has a little bit of a different feel. If I crank it up, do the same thing. It's probably not an easy thing to hear through YouTube, but you can feel it a lot when you're playing through the amp. So go back to the preset right there. And we can also see where our EQ is. Same thing will happen over on the store knob. Right there, that's where the treble is, which is over here. Okay, so that's where mid is. And that's where the bass is. So the bass is just before noon. Mid is just before 3. Treble is right around 3. So that's the EQ we're playing with. And of course you can boost all these channels. So if I boost that, you can hear a really cool sound coming out of that. So if you set up a preset for a rhythm channel with no boost on it, and you get then you set up a preset that's got the boost, you get a really good lead tone. So not sure if you can hear it, but when you push that boost in, not only do you boost up in volume, but the mid-range shifts a little tiny bit in the positive direction, so it gives you a little bit of a mid boost on that as well. Back to the clean here. So gain all the way up. The clean just begins to break up when you got the gain way up like that. Turn the gain down a bit, about halfway. You get a very nice, chimey clean. So now when I push the boost, now it starts to sound like a hot Texas bluesy tone. So now if I put my clean and boost the gain back up on it, you're still pretty clean. Now if I hit the boost. Get a really awesome tone for playing some Texas style blues. Such a versatile amp, man. I love this thing. And same thing, you come back over here now and all of a sudden you have this amazing metal tone. What did I do? I turned a knob and pushed a button, and it went from Texas blues to melt your face metal. This amp is amazing. If you have the opportunity to play one, I absolutely recommend it. I know I didn't go through all the features. I just wanted to give you a quick little taste of it. I may do a very extensive video in the future, or I may not. I'm not sure, because if you search, there's 100 guys out there that are way better than me at showing you amps. But I got it. I wanted to show it to you. There you have it, the Hughes Kettner Black Spirit 200. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.